Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in. The first 2 days of the NFL draft are over. Rounds 4 through 7 are today. Well, I'm here to tell you that just because these guys are drafted late doesn't mean that you may not have them on your fantasy team at some point next year, so next season. So, in this video, we are going to take a look at 8 players from the last 3 drafts, so 2021, 2022, 2023, that became fantasy relevant despite being drafted on day 3, so between rounds 4 through 7. So I'm just trying to find reasons to have you guys watch these last rounds. I know a lot of people don't tune in, but there definitely are players that can make a difference both on the NFL, on their NFL team, and on your fantasy team. So let's get into it. I'll name the players in alphabetical order by last name, starting with Tyler Algier, who was a 5th round, 151st overall in 2022 by the Atlanta Falcons. Algier, despite starting just 7 games his rookie season, ran for over 1,000 yards, 1,035 on the season, adding 16 receptions, 4 total touchdowns. Algier had an awesome rookie season despite being drafted late. Another running back, let's go. Elijah Mitchell. Mitchell was selected in the 6th round, 194th overall by the 49ers in the 2021 NFL draft. So, despite playing just 11 games in his rookie season, he nearly rushed for 1,000 yards, 963, adding 5 rushing touchdowns. Also had 19 receptions and a receiving touchdown. 5th round, 177th overall in 2023, Puka Nacua, who had one of the all-time great rookie wide receiver seasons with the Los Angeles Rams. So last season in his 17 games, 105 catches for 1,486 yards and 6 touchdowns, came out of nowhere. Even when Cooper Kupp came back from injury, uh, Nacua was still performing quite well. He had 7 games with at least 100 yards receiving. Another running back, Isaiah Pacheco, selected 7th round, 251st overall in the 2022 NFL draft. So, um, Pacheco started the year behind Clyde Edwards-Helaire in his rookie year, but eventually got into the starting lineup, starting 11 games. Rookie season rushed for 830 yards and 5 touchdowns. Of course, 2 seasons in the NFL, 2 Super Bowls. He also had 1 game of over 100 yards and 2 games with over 80 yards rushing in his rookie season. Dameon Pierce, 4th round, 107th overall, 2022 by the Houston Texans. 13 starts in his 13 games, missed 4 games, but despite that, still rushed for 939 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also did some work out of the backfield as a receiver, catching 30 passes for a score. Dameon Pierce had 2 games with over 100 yards rushing and another 3 with over 90 in his rookie season, as he was 9th in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting. Brock Purdy of the San Francisco 49ers, the most famous Mr. Irrelevant, 7th round, 267th overall, 2022. So the last pick of the NFL draft. Now, he made just 5 starts in his rookie year, but in every one of those starts, he threw multiple touchdowns. 1 game he had 3 passing touchdowns, and another game he had 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Also, the game before his first start, when he came in due to injury, he also threw 2 touchdown passes in that game as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown, of course, just got that huge deal with the Detroit Lions contract extension, but he was selected in the 4th round, 112th overall in 2021. St. Brown, despite starting just 9 of 17 games, his rookie season caught 90 passes for 912 yards and 5 touchdowns. Also had a rushing touchdown on the year. Of course, his game has leveled up even more in the two ensuing seasons since his rookie year. And last, I'm going to go with Ramondre Stevenson of the New England Patriots, selected in the fourth round, 120th overall in 2021. So he did miss 5 games his rookie season, but in his 12 games, 2 starts, 606 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Um, did have 2 games on that season where he had over 100 yards rushing. Um, in both of those games, he also had 2 rushing touchdowns. So definitely was very fantasy relevant for at least 2 games, but had some other productive games, a 78-yard game and 2 other games with over 60 yards rushing. So there are 8 guys who have been fantasy relevant despite being drafted in the fourth round or later, and that's just in the last 3 years. So, again, we'll see if any of these guys selected on day 3 can find a way on your fantasy team this year. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.